A miracle just happened in Starfield. Todd Howard heard our pleas, and he answered with sweet little lies like always. But at least he answered this time.
So hold on now, Bethesda just responded, and yes, we're getting new ways of traveling in the game. Please tell me we're getting our own Land Rover. We'll
No.
see. But yeah, apparently a much bigger update is coming up early next year. Yeah, so we'll be talking about this one.
I'm not gonna lie, I completely do not believe that a big update is ever coming to Starfield. And if there is a big update, I think it's just gonna be the introduction of the cash shop finally. That's gonna be the big update. I hope you're excited.
Right here. And we've got a brand new Starfield update that just released. It's gonna blow your mind. Oh, how I wish that was true. No, but really, this is a small update. And hey, what do we have here? Sean Murray and Todd Howard together. What does it mean? Honestly, probably nothing. But yeah, we have got to talk about this right here. Yes, the brand new game from Sean Murray.
I love how slowly over time, open world gaming is slowly getting less delusional about Starfield and Bethesda. It's like Bethesda promises something, he says Bethesda promises something, but then he's like, yeah, but it's probably not going to be anything significant. Oh, how the times are changing. How the times are changing.
Light, no fire. Which leads us to this, Light, no fire, and why Starfield should have had 10 planets. This is going to be an interesting read. You're going to want to stay tuned for that one. And remember, don't forget to smack that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification icon to never miss another update. But also, you know what? Check this out right here. So yes, Bloodline Heroes of Lithis is back at it again with all new updates. This time they're introducing...
I can't say anything bad because they sponsored me time to time. It is what it is.
1 summoning crystal, 100,000 in gold in the first pinned comment section below will receive a free legendary female succubus champion, the Luxuriant, one of the best mages to carry you in the game.
Nice.
Yeah, first of all, we got to talk about the recent update to Starfield, which was very underwhelming. Let me tell you what, the community was not impressed at all with this one. Yeah, it fixes a weapon case.
Shocking. So shocking. Wow.
Case issue removes a straggler that may have become attached to your weapon. That's that rock that floats around your ship for many people. And then it says it also addresses some crashes that can occur to your save during some playthroughs. But there's this right here. There's a lot of people saying that the update with the fix for the rock floating around your ship doesn't even work in this brand new update. As you can see, another case right here. Yeah, your rock companion is still very much there for a lot of people.
Wow.
Oh man, it's just never ending. But yeah, it just goes to show.
Leave it to Bethesda to fix something. Put themselves on a pedestal for fixing that something, and lo behold, it's not actually fixed. This is a constant reoccurring thing with Bethesda. And not only Starfield, by the way, but in literally every game. Bethesda comes out and says, we fixed that. And the players in 5 seconds are like, no, still doesn't work. In fact, you kind of broke the thing adjacent to it now, and Bethesda's like smoke bombing Batman's away or something like that. A job well done. At least they pretended to do something. Man, Bethesda is literally a clown show.
That people were not happy for this update at all. As you can see, here's just one example of many, and it prompted Bethesda to...
Oh, this is really sad. We found the most positive Starfield player out there, boys. Wow, this is really sad. Man, and people ask me, why are you so excited every time there's something new about Starfield? This is why. It's just a never-ending of torrent of smiles for me. It's great.
Why, actually, as you can see right here, bigger updates coming up early next year. Let's see what Bethesda had to say right here. It says,
okay.
Everyone, first, we read all the feedback here and greatly appreciate it, and all the time.
They mean they didn't read any feedback, but if they did, they would still ignore it, obviously.
And thought you put into the game. The small update was to mostly address the pet asteroid. So many asked about following our last larger update, and we wanted to get that out before the holiday. Funny enough, some people are going to actually miss their space rock, buddy. It goes on to say this.
Wait. So from what he just read, I understood it. Bethesda did some kind of shitty minor patch, and then they created that bug? Well, I mean, that sounds very Bethesda-like for sure, but that is hilarious.
Hard at work on many of the issues you've been posting and expect an update early next year that will include a large number of the in-progress quest fixes, as well as FSR3 and XESS, though we fixed several quest issues from occurring. In-progress quest fixes are much harder to fix, and we've built a new system to correct those without you having to roll back your save.
How does that make sense? How do you need to build a new system in your already existing game that is based on a system because your previous system, which the game is built on, can't fix the issues in its system? Are we going Inception now or something? I need someone who's actually good at computers and don't think they run on black magic to explain this to me. How is it ever not stupid to build a new system to curate your old system? How?
This is the important juicy bit right here. It says, we're also, hard on work on many of the new features you've asked for, from city maps to mod support to all new ways of traveling. Stay tuned. So yeah, granted, it's a total bummer they don't specify as to what they mean here. And then someone did say it better not be some portal that just opens up and you go through it and it's like some cheap trick. So that's the biggest worry right now.
Yeah. You know what's gonna happen? Bethesda's gonna just press the edit button and remove new ways of fast traveling. That's what's gonna happen.
Now, I just want to see a Land Rover, the motorcycle from Death Stranding. Give me something like that. Now it says, these will be rolling out with a regular cadence of fixes and updates we expect to have roughly every 6 weeks. If something can be done in a smaller hotfix in between, like the asteroid, and we feel it's safe, we'll get one of those out as well. Safe is the key here. We do take a lot of time to test.
Dude, your normal game studio, especially a AAA game studio, if they fix a minor bug, they don't even talk about it. They just add the fix and it's over. Bethesda patches it, ruins the patch, creates new bugs, takes credit for fixing the thing that they didn't fix, and then talks about it, and pats themselves on the back of how great of a job they did, and how lucky people should feel that they fixed a minor bug that they themselves probably introduced in the game at some point. You can't make this up.
Even the smallest change in the game this large and dynamic. I have to say that's smart. But yeah, I guess I have to say this. At least they're opening up a dialogue and communicating properly now. You know, previously we've been seeing them respond to those Steam negative reviews and saying essentially, hey, you know, the game isn't boring. This is how you should be playing it. Essentially pointing the finger back at the community saying, you're wrong about our game. Times. We're right. No, This is the way they're supposed to be communicating, and I hope that this opens up the potential of them cyberpunking this game and giving us more extensive updates through 2024. And then there were a few additional replies from the dev team out on Reddit. Check it out. It says,
I know this one. Okay, so the trick about open world games is he reuses the same exact footage and
extensive updates through 2024.
Watch. Okay, so this is an elite. And elites in this game are just damage sponges that require 5 times more ammo to kill them than the average enemy. There's an edit here, okay? Because the reality is that this elite probably is taking like 20 or 50 shots to get down. So there's an edit here that jumps between him shooting and him dying. Watch.
Or a few additional.
You see that? That's great. That's Starfield for you, buddy.
Replies from the dev team out on Reddit. Check it out. It says, is enemy ship bug gonna get fixed? And we have a response here from Bethesda's community manager who says, if you're referring to ships not having enemies on them, when you board them, the team is aware and have a fix for that in a future update.
Okay. So you know what I understand from this? There's not one bug. There are multiple bugs. So Bethesda needs to clarify, wait, which of the 5 enemy ship bugs are you actually talking about? You know, that's kind of important. So this guy's just stabbing in the dark and hoping that this is the bug that he's referring to.
So that is going to be coming up here, I imagine.
Wait. You also, are you also fixing the bug where all our crew members... Oh no, this is great.
So that is going to be coming up here, I imagine, probably in 2024. Then we have this one right here. Does anyone know when they are adding support for 32.9? I know they mentioned it was being worked on a while ago, and the response is this. It says, my understanding is that this is going to be in an update early next year, and they're just putting the finishing touches on 32x9 support. So yeah, that seems to be coming up as well. And this next one really sucks to see. Yeah, check out the headline right here. It says Skyrim co-op modder gives up on developing Starfield together because this game is effing trash. I kid you not. This is the headline. And let me tell you what, it was disheartening to see this because I know a lot of us are looking forward to the potential of them essentially Skyriming this game when it comes to the modding community, and to see the actual core modders from like Skyrim together saying stuff like this, it's just, man, it's not good. But yeah, then we have this right here from Kazi Desi, one of the modders of Skyrim together. He says, when Starfield released, I was hyped like a lot of people, but probably for different reasons. I spent launch day and a few days after reverse engineering the game and porting over gameplay hooks from Skyrim together to a potential Starfield together mod. I poured about 70% of Skyrim together reverse code to Starfield together. There's just one problem. This game is effing trash. After saying that, in their estimation, Starfield is boring, bland, and lacks the main draw of Bethesda games. Exploration is a lively and handcrafted world. Kazudesi declared, I won't be continuing development of Starfield together. I'm not going to put my heart and soul into a mod or game as mediocre as this.
Smart, honestly.
Ouch. Let me tell you what, if Bethesda was reading that one has got to hurt for sure. And he went on to say that they have provided the code for Starfield together basically to everyone, essentially like giving it out. If you want to try finishing Starfield.
Oh, by the way, this is new gameplay footage.
Together, good luck, but maybe, just maybe, it can still happen down the road because of what's going to be releasing in 2024 officially with Creation Kit support. So I think that might actually be the thing that propels.
Are those solar panels? I think they are. So, in the future, humanity is going to be so smart that they make stationary solar power panels that are literally less effective than probably a fireplace at this point. Nice. Bethesda with their realism. Dude, we already have literal houses that move as the sun moves, which is kind of messed up, but you know, still it is what it is. Dude, come on.
Because of what's going to be releasing in 2024 officially with Creation Kit support. So I think that might actually be the thing that propels this sort of thing forward. But yeah, I'm not going to hold out hope for that. And anyway, you know, I like my single player, so there's that. But there's just no way around it. It is such a bummer to see these core modding teams say this about Starfield, and it really does suck to see, and it makes me wonder what's actually going to happen when Creation Kit rolls around. If
a bunch of very, very poorly made mods, because why would modders try to make something good for Starfield if the player base is legitimately not there in the first place? And it's probably never coming back. I think Starfield is... It can't be saved at this point, right? I don't think it can.
A lot of these Starfield modders or people from Skyrim modding feel this way about Starfield, they might not have that drive, that push to bring us the mods that we got in Skyrim. But yeah, we have got to talk about this. This game got me so hyped. I think this was my favorite reveal from the Video Game Awards. It looks absolutely beautiful. This, of course, is Light No Fire from Sean Murray and his team Hello Games, who, of course, brought us No Man's Sky. But if you missed it, we have this picture right here. Sean Murray posted, he called me Joe Danger Guy, and we have Sean Murray and Todd Howard together.
Is Todd Howard a midget?
Or
is this guy a giant? No, it doesn't seem like that, because it looks like this woman is kind of as... This woman looks at the back taller than Todd. Is Todd Howard short? Did we just solve all the mysteries of the universe at the same time? Why Todd Howard does what Todd Howard does? Because he's short? Wow.
Both been notorious in their history of developing games. You know, kind of like overhyped.
How tall is Todd Howard? What is Todd Howard? What? How tall is Todd Howard? 1 meter 68 centimeters. Below 1'7", so, still kind of short, but, not the shortest man in the world. Okay. So, why is Todd Howard like this in that case?
Hyping their games. And there was actually quite a funny post from Sean Murray here. It says this. It says, okay, Sean, don't overpromise. Just say we've been working on something and show some clips. And he says, I'm making Earth. And you can see Sean Murray's response here. I think it's too late. I think he's hyped it up enough, don't you? But yeah, the gameplay clips here that they actually showcase. And I do appreciate that their trailer is not cinematics. We saw so many
This looks good.
CGI cinematic trailers from Video Game Awards. I was like, enough. Just show us the gameplay.
Oh, wow.
Stop trying to overhype your games and
Oh, wow. Look at that. It's a on button. Damn.
overpromise. We as a gaming community are completely over it. We know what you're up to.
That's the same face as here. Huh. Okay.
I swear to God, half of those games are probably going to end up being crap.
And that yellow dude was an Oni, I think.
I swear to God, half of those games are probably going to end up being crap.
Cool.
I'm just saying, but this one right here, this looks like it's actual gameplay, and I think the team at Hello Game.
It's probably. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's gameplay. I have not paid too much attention here, but they're probably not gonna risk their opener with gameplay. They're gonna do the normal thing and pre-render stuff that looks like gameplay as close as it's possible.
Games has learned a ton from No Man's Sky, and I'm so impressed with what they've
look at that skelly babies. That's disgusting. I want to
actually
step on them.
done with No Man's Sky, with free updates year over year over year, and that game has become something very, very special. So, yeah, in that regard, I'm actually very hopeful for Light No Fire, but also keeping those hype levels.
It looks good, not gonna lie. It looks colorful and I'm not gonna lie, very beautiful. But I mean, I'm used to disappointment at this point, so I'm not gonna overhype that.
In check. But then I saw this article right here from Forbes. It says Light No Fire and why Starfield should have had 10 planets. And this is exactly what I've been saying the entire time, and I wholeheartedly agree with this, because if you look at this one, they're going to fully flesh out this planet, and that's what we wanted from, of course, Starfield. You do not have to have 1,000 planets and go all in on quantity.
I mean, that's true. I would take 3 planets, 1 planet, even over everything that Starfield is giving us, because everything that Starfield has given us is shit. But if you condense that to 2 or 3 or 4 handcrafted planets, rework inventories, rework everything about the game, and just give us 2 or 3 planets even, Starfield could have been a success. But it wasn't. Because, obviously.
I personally would even prefer, hey, 7 planets. I don't care. With some moon bases, as long as it's all fully fleshed out and fully realized and feels very, very detailed, in-depth. That's what I think gamers are looking for. 1,000...
Yeah, there's no way this is not pre-rendered.
And is definitely marketing buzz. But also I noticed that even before Starfield released, it caused a lot of concern, a lot of worry, and rightfully so.
Well, actually, no. The Bethesda fanboys were on full alert and trying to destroy anyone who said bad things about Starfield. I said a lot of bad things before the release, because again, when you have... Every time I see a game trailer that has in-game footage and it's 0.5% snippets and it's cuts like that, that's already a red flag. And Starfield, man, I knew that game... I knew Starfield's going to be absolute garbage from the moment we saw the first, anything about it, honestly, because it just looked bad. It was what exactly I expected. Enemies that are bullet sponges, or enemies that just die with 2 hits and instantaneously stagger. This is what we got. Bad graphics, very, very blatantly underdeveloped planets, everything. Everything, you could see that, all of that in the trailers.
But now that we're seeing this, I'm hoping that gaming companies, developers,
Drop my
especially
pen.
Bethesda, takes
Yeah.
note and really goes, maybe for Elder Scrolls 6, we need to pay attention to what our community is really saying here.
No. But Elder Scrolls 6 will be better because, you know, I don't care honestly about the amount of loading screens. I'm fine with you entering a hut and having a loading screen, honestly. I don't care. It's the fact that in Starfield you had 4 or 5 loading screens plus 2 unskippable animations in a row if you wanted to travel. In Elder Scrolls 6, that is not going to be inherently the problem because you're going to be in an open space and then you're going to enter a poorly designed dungeon like in Skyrim. But I understand everyone who is very afraid that Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be garbage because it's going to be made on the same engine as Starfield. And Bethesda has not given us any confirmation, for example, that the talent point system is complete dog water, you know. So I don't know if people even know this. Also, people don't complain about things like the story, honestly, no longer that much. You know, those were our complaints at the very start, that the story's boring, that the companions are stupid, no exploration, bad storytelling, no choices. Well, honestly, Elder Scrolls was never really about choices in that huge of a respect like Fallout, for example. But you know, still, I don't think Bethesda even thinks that the core that Starfield is built on is a problem. Because it is. Everything about Starfield at its core is a problem. And that's most likely a lot of things that they're going to try and implement on Elder Scrolls 6. Because you need to understand, they're not going to look back at, for example, Skyrim and take things that made Skyrim good and put them in Elder Scrolls 6. They're not going to look at Fallout and take the best pieces of that game and put it into Elder Scrolls 6. Because they already did that with Starfield, and look at how this ended. The Starfield leveling is the saddest leveling I have ever had in any game ever. I can just flat out say that. In Starfield, I have never been excited to level up because the level ups are going to be stupid and they're going to feel bad and whatnot. Because the points feel bad, they make no sense. And you know how the talent point system in Skyrim is? Well, it blocks half the game for you. Okay? You can't use VOTs, you can't use jetpacks, and the game is literally designed around you actually having those things. But Starfield just doesn't even give you the baseline of these things. It's stupid. It's really stupid. And the thing is, Starfield did not create a single unique system, by the way. They took all of their existing stuff from Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, Skyrim, Oblivion, and all of those games. Starfield is zero innovation. Starfield is everything but that Bethesda thought that people liked about their games previously, but no one actually did. So I don't think they will learn anything by the time that Elder Scrolls 6 releases. So it's gonna be really, really bad.
And go all in on more depth. You know, it doesn't have to be absolutely monstrous, sprawling worlds that are lifeless. But then again, what you're seeing right here is a demonstration. I hope that this actually lives up to the hype. So there's that. Please be real. All right, so let's check out your top comments from my most recent Starfield video.
Oh, well, that's where we say bye-bye to open world games. Good times. Hey, he's slowly getting disillusioned by Starfield, boys. We're getting through him. It is what it is. Anyway, this was Quizzer Sensei. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.